Well, welcome everyone.
Yeah, welcome. Hi again.
Welcome to our home church, Lord.
Yes.
It's been a kind of a staple through this time.
Yeah.
So we want to ask, of course, first of all, well, how's everyone doing? Are we uh, are we totally frustrated, or are we still happy to be confined and not have to talk to people?
That's only if you're an introvert,
Oh,
Alan.
that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
you've been
There are
practicing for this your whole life.
there are some people that are like that. I am not alone. So we're into our 11th week of this shelter in place,
Yes.
and it looks like this may hopefully be our last, at least our last as having to shelter in place and not meeting as a church.
Yeah.
But more about that later. That's for all of us. That will be the good news, but we do have some not so good news.
Well, it's sort of it's getting better.
Well, okay. I see you didn't decide about the long sleeves or not.
No. This week has not been a good week. Last Saturday we went out for what we thought was going to be a nice little hike, and we were probably 50 yards from the car, and there was loose gravel, and I actually fell and injured myself pretty badly.
Pretty badly.
Yeah, and so this week has been a bit of a recovery. I'm getting better. It's all in my right arm, and I don't know if you can see it here, the actual bruising. At first, I thought I might have broken something, but it doesn't look like I have. It's more just muscular, so I can lift my arm in certain ways, and in
Yes.
other ways I can't. And I've slept basically upright all week with a sling on, but it's getting better. It's
Well,
definitely
not
getting
quite upright, but
not moving very
in
far.
the one place.
Yeah. So that has been, it's had its own challenges.
Has its own challenges.
Yes,
Yeah.
I now can actually brush my own hair. Um, I put makeup on myself today for the first time.
Well, I'm not needed anymore then.
Not for that, no.
No. My
And Alan has been.
nursing skills are not required.
You've been wonderful. You've been looking after me very well and making me take painkillers and stuff. But it was very painful at the
Very
time.
painful, yeah.
But we're getting there.
We're getting
Hopefully,
Still do the therapy.
yep, I'm doing exercises to try and get more mobility. At first, my arm sort of felt like a little bird's wing just sort of hanging there.
Yes.
Uh, but we're on the move and we're on the road to recovery. So
Yes.
that was just what
That's
happened.
just sort of not bad news, but
No.
not so good. A little more difficult.
Yeah.
So it just makes just sheltering in place all the more difficult.
Exactly.
But that also gives you a chance to recover
Uh-huh.
at the same time. So back to the good news.
Uh-huh. The good news. Drum
So,
roll.
Drum roll. Brrr. Well, maybe it's for most of us, but so we got the go ahead from the county because we had to wait for the county's release of the governor's statement about reopening churches. His statement was that it would be possible maybe in the next few weeks, depending on the county. So that was Monday. We waited to see what the county might say, and they seemed to take their time. They were probably trying to figure out what would be best.
Mm-hmm.
There are big restrictions from the point of view of that we're limited to the number of seats,
Yeah.
but we have the go ahead to be able to open our building again, and so we've decided we're going to try and do live church service this Sunday. Yes,
Yeah.
you heard it right here.
Yeah.
Live church service on Sunday.
On Sunday.
But today we wanted to walk you through what exactly that would mean, because it does mean everybody playing their part in order to make this happen.
Yeah.
The only mandate is on the numbers, but everything else comes with a strong recommendation, and our our brief from our Foursquare denomination is that we should go along with those guidelines at this point in time and see how we get on.
Yeah.
So we sent quickly scribed a letter yesterday and
Yeah.
sent that out yesterday. You should find that in your mail hopefully today, for those of you that check your mail every day. If you don't normally check your mail, please check it.
Yeah.
We're going to follow this up with an email and a text just so that you can be reminded to know the importance of watching home church today.
Yeah.
So let's walk you through what that would mean.
Yeah. We tried to break it down into basically 4 areas of what it would take to have a service, and as we've said this last couple of weeks, we are beyond ourselves reading CDC guidelines and everything known to man. So from a multitude of information, we've tried to distill it down, and for some people they're probably going to think, what, we have to do that? And for some others are probably thinking, is that all we're going to do?
Yeah.
Can we just say at the outcome, there's no right way to do
No,
this.
there's
There's
no
no
right
right way. We're trying our best. Please, please extend grace to us, extend grace to one another. Let there be unity amongst us,
Yes.
first and foremost. So, as I say, we've broken it down, and the first one we want to show is about preparing for the service. Let me just get that up on. Okay, you'll see here on the screen just a few bulleted points. Let us walk those through. In preparation for the service, I mean, this to me seems, I mean, who wouldn't do this? But just remember, self-screen yourself at home, you know, including taking your temperature if you have a thermometer. See if you have any of the symptoms that the CDC are putting out as guidelines. And if you or someone in your household has the symptoms, stay home, please. Much as we would love to see you, please, please stay home.
Any sense of that you might be symptomatic, just
Yes.
stay home for your good and for the good of everybody else.
Yes. And you know, it goes up, they say it all the time, at all times, frequent hand washing, 20 seconds at a time, or use hand sanitizer. So that is how we're going to prepare to come to the service. And then the next thing is the actual service.
Actual service.
Yeah.
So when you arrive at the parking lot, please try and see if you can find a space that doesn't have anybody else in the space, so that at least your cars are social distancing. Because if your cars are social distancing, you'll be social distancing.
Yeah.
And please see if you can make sure that you have a mask. The critical things that are important are this sanitization, the social distancing being 6 foot, a minimum of 6 foot, and also face masks. Those are the things that are strongly recommended, and we need to follow that for the good of everybody. So it's not about the individual decision, it's about the good of everybody. Because as you know, face masks are not about you, face masks are protecting the person on the other side of you. So wear a mask from entering your car, exiting your car, until returning after the service. If you don't have a mask, we will have some available on the entrance to the church. We're only going to come in from the Welcome Centre, and we'll also have the handicap door open for those that come on that side. But maintain social distancing at 6 feet at all times, along the sidewalks, along the entranceway, in through the Welcome Centre, down the corridors, in the bathrooms, into the worship centre. No loitering, there's no coffee. I know that you'll all probably want to talk to people, but wait until you get to the worship centre, get a seat which will be 6 foot from anybody else, and talk from that far away. Got it? So upon entry to the Welcome Centre and through the handicap entrance, please use the hand sanitizer provided, because you will have touched something on your car. You may have touched a door on the way in, although we hope to have all the doors kept open. Get a seat as quickly as possible, and as we say, maintain the 6-foot social distancing arrangement. Obviously, members of the same household can sit together.
Oh, good.
Yeah, as if we ever get to
We never get to sit together, but that's all right.
No way, but husband and wife can't sit. But make sure that you maintain that 6 feet of distance from other households.
Yeah. And if you've been using online giving or mailing it in, can we please ask you to continue to do so. There will be one basket at the back for those who really want to give that way, but we're trying to cut down moving amongst one another, putting stuff that somebody else has to lift out, so that we won't have the baskets at the front. You'll not come forward to give your tithes and offerings, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's all a learned thing. We will attempt to sing whilst keeping our masks on. There is a whole debate about this, about basically when you sing you spit further, and so we're going to try with the masks on and see how that goes. If you're like me, learn to lip sync, and or
just hum or whatever.
Hum or whatever, yeah.
Well, we'll try to figure that out. For this week, I'm going to continue to probably do the worship myself. So we're going to make sure that there's 12 feet from the stage to the front row. Therefore, the person leading will at least be able to sing or teach without a mask on, but everybody else will be required to have one.
Yeah. And obviously, there won't be any breakout, meet and greet, or any form of physical touch during our services.
Not even a...
Yeah, no, not even that. We know the sort of people that come to Vibrant Life. We love them. I'm a hugger. I love to hug people. But please avoid handshakes and hugs for now. Just for now. We're going to be... The county has said they will audit us after 21 days. Let's adhere as best we can to their guidelines. And when the service ends, it's going to be a bit like being at a wedding or a funeral. We will actually dismiss you row by row to leave. Again, maintain the 6-foot distance and go straight out to your car and get in there. As Alan's already said, we're going to try, where possible, to leave all doors open so you don't have to touch any of the doors. So that's the actual service as best we know it.
So the third category then is ongoing practices. So we're going to continue to record the service, and then we will upload that to our YouTube and our Facebook pages as soon as the service ends. We are looking at the possibility of being able to live stream our services. We have a problem with our Wi-Fi speed. Some of you would probably have found that already, difficulty even making a connection. So we're trying to see if we can find a way around that, so that eventually we can actually do it live and people can watch at the same time as we are online, or we are at the church service. So otherwise our online presence will continue with information being shared via email and text and social media, just as normal.
I mean, one of the reasons why we're going to continue to put it up on YouTube and Facebook isn't just so that the world out there knows that Vibrant Life exists, but it's to recognise that there's some of you who will choose not to come when we open on Sunday because of health reasons. We understand that. Please hear us when we say you do whatever you need to do to keep yourself safe and well. Our biggest priority in this is what can we do to make sure everybody stays healthy.
That's right.
I mean, it would be awful if something happened. So we are trying to put these practices into effect, And so you need to do what is right for you and your family. Yeah.
And there are no doubt some people that do need just to stay home.
Yeah.
You know, if your immune system is compromised in any way, that's what would be important for you, and that's all right. Please don't feel under pressure that you need to be in the service. I know we'll all be excited, but everybody's health is more important.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope you hear us on that one.
Yeah. General sanitization, it sounds like
It's a word that we've never used before.
I know.
Sanitization.
And they spell it differently in the
Yeah.
UK. They spell it with an S and not a Z. Again, we've had talks with our two partner churches, both Britannia and Through the Bible. We've had various phone calls, texts, met in person, and we have agreed that whoever exits the building leaves it sanitized for the next church coming in. So each of us, the ones that are on stage, they will sanitize our microphones. The like of Vicky doing media will do the computers, and Ashley on the video. All that stuff will be done before we leave, so that whoever comes in after us can be assured and confident that the place is clean, and we can be assured and confident that when we turn up on Sunday morning, the place is in the best state it can be. We are going to need some help with this, because before we exit, we do have to wipe down any doorknobs that we've touched, any light switches, and also to give the bathrooms, the two main bathrooms, just a spray of a bleach solution. We don't have to actually clean them, we just have to cover the surfaces with the bleach solution. If you can help us, that would be great. It probably won't take more than 5 or 10 minutes, and the more of us that can do it, the quicker it is we will get out and leave the place ready for Britannia coming in on Sunday evening.
So we've got some final things?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, other issues that we've got. In accordance with the CDC guidelines, we'll not be offering kids ministry to begin with.
Yeah.
Please, so if you do have, we tend to have grandchildren that come to church, so have your children sit with you, and again we have to ask you to make sure they keep social distanced. How on earth we do that with younger kids is going to be crazy. The thought of schools starting, or nursery schools.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Grady?
I know. No.
That's,
He's very tactile, isn't he?
Wow.
And as Alan already alluded to, it's a bring your own coffee or water. We will not be serving anything or providing for these. Again, CDC guidelines, even our water fountains will be closed down.
Yeah.
We can't have anybody touching those. So if you need your coffee or you need water, please bring it with you.
And take it away.
And take it away. We do not want to have to pick up empties.
Water bottles? No.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
No. So, because this has kind of come on rather quickly, seems quicker than certainly we may have previously would have expected. It looked like nothing was going to happen until maybe late into June or July. The setup that we have at the minute is a kind of temporary setup with just single hand sanitizers. We have purchased touchless hand sanitizer stations, and hopefully they'll be here in another few weeks, and that will make it a lot easier, because it will be nothing that we touch, and we'll have those distributed in the welcome center, and also putting something at the handicap door, that door at the side, and then have something on the wall around where the kids area is, so that we have places that are just completely touchless.
Right. And hopefully they will come very, very soon. Anyway.
So we hope we haven't overwhelmed you with all that detail, but if you just saw 4 screens there, or 5 screens. If you saw the pages that we have had to read and to try to bring it down to that, it's just incredible. But I don't want to complain about that, because people are trying to do a very good job in preparing us
That's
for
right.
what will give everybody the most healthy environment, and that's what's most important.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
It seems awfully heavy, but anyway, we'll move on. When I was thinking about this, you know me, I think about everything. I immediately thought of a psalm, it's Psalm 126, and it's about when the Israelites got to go back to Jerusalem again.
Yeah.
And I just want
That's
to,
a good
yeah,
parallel.
I want to read it for us, so let's read it together. It was like a dream come true when you freed us from our bondage and brought us back to Zion. We laughed and laughed and overflowed with gladness. We were left shouting for joy and singing your praise. All the nations saw it and joined in, saying, "The Lord has done great miracles for them." Yes, He did mighty miracles, and we are overjoyed. Now, Lord, do it again.
Oh, that reminds me of a song.
I thought it might.
Right, Jerome?
Restore us to our former glory. May streams of your refreshing flow over us until our dry hearts are drenched again. Those who sow their tears as seeds will reap a harvest with joyful shouts of glee. They may weep as they go out carrying their seed to sow, but they will return with joyful laughter and shouting with gladness as they bring back armloads of blessing and a harvest overflowing.
Oh, what a great translation.
You know, in preparation for Sunday, I mean, you and I sat this morning and prayed about it and talked about it and thought, well, what will the service look like? And of course, there's that sense that we haven't seen each other and we want to rejoice in that. But somewhere in my heart, there's this sense of how great a God we have.
Yeah.
And that's our first priority when we come on Sunday, to give Him all the praise and all the honor and all the glory that's due His name. You know, we want people to say the Lord has done great things for us.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord has done miracles in our midst, and we are overjoyed. So as you approach Sunday, on one hand with all these bits of information that we know that we need to share with you, and we hope that you agree with us and that you're willing to walk this journey with us. We ask that the journey includes coming to the house of the Lord. You know, what a great place to say, our God is good, and our God is with us.
Lord, and God has done great things
He
for
has
us.
done great things for us, and we are glad. We're
glad.
overjoyed.
That's the NIV version.
Yeah. So did that prompt that song?
It did.
All right.
I couldn't not do it. We'll just do part of it, you know, because I'm thinking now we probably have to include that on Sunday, just because of what we're saying here. But there is a song that we sing. It talks about, if you remember, doing it again. I've seen you move the mountains, and we believe you'll do it again.
Your voice is dropping.
Oh, you made a way where there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. Amen.
Amen.
promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You never fail. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You never fail. Yeah. Never fail. I've seen you move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You made a way where there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. I've seen you move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You made a way where there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. I've seen you move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You made a way where there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. See you do it again. See you do it again. I'll see you do it again.
Amen.
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 Well, part of our prayer and part of our looking forward is in being able to look at that song and see, well, God, what is it you have for us coming out of this time of confinement? Rather than, as we've said before, finding our way back to the old, but rather finding the new,
That's
whatever
right.
the new is.
Uh-huh.
We still have to discover that. We want to be able to say to the Lord, Lord, we've seen you move and you move mountains, so do it again.
Yeah.
But we don't want to determine what that do it again might be. We don't know. But as we sing in that other song, even though we don't see you doing anything, you're still there.
Yeah, you're still moving.
You're still moving. Even though we don't feel that you're moving, you're still there.
Yes.
You're still moving. And we believe that, don't we, church? We believe
Yes,
that. So
amen.
we look forward to being back, as it were, live, maybe at a distance, but at least it's not virtual. Live at a distance. Know that we love you,
Yeah.
each and every one of you. Our heart is that we all continue to keep well and we all continue to keep safe. We have a better chance of keeping connected now with being able to get back live. But keep yourself in God's love. And we'll see you for church service at 10 o'clock. This Sunday is Pentecost Sunday.
Yes,
Woo!
amen, amen.
Amen. God bless you all.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.